I'm Michael Peters, sports editor of Tulsa World, sitting alongside Barry Lewis, one of our high school football writers. We're going to talk some high school football this week, and we'll do it this week and every week along with Barry and Mike Brown, our other high school football writer. And this week, it's kickoff week here in the state of Oklahoma. We're a little behind, like Holland Hall. You got a chance to watch them in their season opener last week. And so if you haven't picked up our high school football section, you should, from last Sunday's paper that Mike and Barry did a really nice job of breaking down all of the classes in the state of Oklahoma, and then also the big story of the year, which is the division in 6A. So Barry, we've talked about it, we've kind of gone back and forth. I don't know that anybody is happy with how it turned out, but it's here, we're going to have to live with it. What is your opinion of the first year of the split in 6A?
It's going to make for a lot more competitive games, that's for sure. Every week in 6A, Division II, every week should be a competitive game, just about. So it's going to make for a lot more exciting football in 6A. I really dislike 6A Division II's name. Let's just call it 7A and 6A. There's no reason not to. No,
and that's what I think is a little silly, and I think it's silly in Texas too, where you have all of the classes split just because they don't want to have a 12A in the state of Texas. And I guess the same way 7A, I guess, sort of has the watered downness, but if you keep it as 6A and divide it in divisions, somehow it seems like it's a better fit. I don't necessarily get that, but like you say, on our cover we talked about there are going to be some schools now who are going to feel like they have more of a chance for a state championship and to make a deep run in the playoffs than they did before. Who are some of your favorites? Who do you think might come out of 6A Division II and win the state championship?
I think Booker T. Washington has the talent that even if they were still in Division I, or 6A was kept intact, that they could make a deep playoff run. They have been so impressive this preseason, and Bixby also could have been a team that would have made a great run deep into the playoffs if 6A would have remained intact. So look for Booker T, Washington, and Bixby to return to football glory as serious contenders this year in Division II.
Now, we had a talk about this, and I was making fun of you for 6A Division I, that you were gonna pick somebody other than Jinx or Union to win a state championship. How can you do that? Is there a realistic chance that you think that somebody other than Jinx and Union is going to win that division?
I think there's a realistic chance Broken Arrow could. I was tempted for a little while to pick Broken Arrow, except then I remembered the last 18 championships have been won by Union and Jinx. So I had to go with that. But I think Broken Arrow is a very serious contender. It'll be interesting to see the impact that new head coach David Alexander has after Steve Spavital did a great job laying the foundation there after Ron Lancaster also laid the foundation.
Now this would be a fun week, even if it was, no matter who played, this would be a fun week, but it's going to be an outstanding week with outstanding matchups, like say in Class 2A, 1 versus 2, or, get underway in the first weekend. You have Broken Arrow and Owasso. They're trying to build up kind of a rivalry.
The crosstown showdown.
Yeah, exactly, and the press conference and everything, they're trying to build it up. And then you also have Unions going to Texas, and they're going to play at AT&T Stadium, where Oklahoma State played just last weekend in their season opener against South Lake Carroll, a perennial power who's already had one game under your belt. What are kind of the games that you're looking forward to the most to seeing this week?
It'll be interesting. I'm going to be at Broken Arrow to see the Tigers against Owasso, but I'm very interested in seeing the outcome of how Union matches up with one of Texas's best. Union's lost on his last 2 trips to Texas. I think the third time might be the charm for Union to pull out a victory. Broken Arrow, Owasso, very intriguing, as well as the Vian Davis game that'll be on Saturday afternoon in Choctaw, matchup of Class 2A's top 2 teams.
Now, y'all do such a great job putting together the all-world rankings, and we go through all summer. I think we had almost maybe more than 700,000 people vote in the all-world contest this year, and so it was really another huge success story. And if you haven't seen it, you should take a look at the website with our videos of all of the all-world players, along with Sunday's vignettes on all the ones who were in Barry's top 10. Who are some of the guys that you're going to look forward to seeing as we get through the football season this year?
As far as in those top 10?
And other individuals maybe that were just on the outside.
Carson Epps from Jenks, who is in our all-world wide receiver rankings, he only has 5 career catches, but he's had a great preseason. I think he could be a big breakout receiver for Jenks and be attracting major college interest before this season's over. Tanner Griffin, Bixby quarterback, sophomore. Last year we had a great group of sophomore quarterbacks in the area. I think Tanner Griffin has that potential to be as great as some of those standouts like Mason Fine and Keats Calhoun and Cooper Nunley were last year.
Well, that's all we have time for this week. Please join us again next week for more on high school football.